Have you ever wondered to yourself if you're pushing your child too hard or not hard enough? You want your child to thrive, to aim high, to succeed. But sometimes it feels like your encouragement just leads to tears, anxiety, or shutdown. Now, what if there is a way to raise ambitious, confident kids without the pressure and perfectionism? Hi, I'm Madam Han, and I help busy parents raise emotionally healthy, resilient kids without guilt or overwhelming your kids or yourself. In today's video, we're gonna unpack how to teach kids to aim high without stressing them too much or crushing their confidence. You're gonna walk away research-backed strategies and practical tools that you can start using today, even if you've only got 10 minutes after work to spare. Let's get into it. Number 1, focus on the process, never the result. You see, when we constantly praise results like high grades, medals, or trophies, we accidentally send the message that only winning matters. Over time, this can lead kids to fear failure, avoid risk, and measure their worth only by their achievements. Instead, we could shift the spotlight to their effort, their strategy, as well as their persistence. This teaches kids that progress is what counts and failure is part of growth. Dr. Carol Dweck's research on growth mindset shows that children praised for effort are more resilient and more willing to take on difficult challenges. Dr. Daniel Siegel adds that focusing on effort over outcomes helps develop the brain's capacity for learning, not just performance. A quick tip for you today. The next time your child tackles a project or a challenging homework, try saying, "I noticed how focused you were. You kept going even when it was tricky or difficult." You see, saying this takes less than 10 seconds, but it rewires their brains on how they see and view success. Think of one thing that your child has worked really hard at recently, whether or not it was perfect. How are you going to affirm their efforts over outcomes? Number 2, normalize mistakes. They're all part of learning. You see, many kids that I've worked with at schools, they fear aiming high because they're terrified of failing. If they think that messing up equals to disappointment or punishment, they will play it safe or shut down. But when you treat mistakes as something normal and valuable, you build a growth mindset and helps to reduce their anxiety. Dr. Mona De La Hook explains that a child's nervous system needs emotional safety to stay open to learning. When mistakes are met with shame, it activates this stress response in their brain, making it really hard for them to think, to reflect, and to grow. So the next time, try this. We could share one of your own childhood mistakes and what is it that you have learned from it. A parent client of mine recently shared with me that she shared with her child how she always used to dive right into writing the composition once she received the question paper from the examiner. This is actually before planning the story outline. So the parents shared that there was one particular year during the English exam where she had to rewrite the entire story at the final 5-minute mark, and she was not able to complete the story that she was writing. She lost lots of marks in her English examination that year. After that, she made it a point to always plan her story before actually writing the story, because that was what she learned from the mistake that she made. Through your sharing of your own experiences, your own mistakes, it shows your child that mistakes are how we grow, not something to hide from. Take some time now. Pause the video if you need. Write it in your journal or just put it in the comments below. When is the last time your child made a mistake? And how did you turn it into a learning moment? Feel free to share your story. We might just encourage another parent. Number 3, redefine success around values. You see, success is not just about external wins. It's about who your child is becoming. When we tie success to values like curiosity, kindness, or perseverance, kids feel empowered to grow in meaningful ways, not just chasing approval. Dr. Shefali Tsabary emphasizes that parenting from ego, which is seeking status or perfection through our kids, leads to anxiety. But parenting through values nurtures authenticity and inner strength. You see, this is also confirmed in BJ Fogg's behavioral model in Tiny Habits, that linking habits to core values strengthens long-term motivation. A quick tip: we could create a value of the week with your child. It could be kindness or responsibility. Each night, share one moment where somebody in the family showed and lived out that particular value. At this point in time, I invite you to pause the video, hang it in the comments or in your journal. What is one value that you would love to see your child grow in this year? Go ahead, type it in the comments. I would love to hear it. If this video gave you a fresh, gentle way to help your child grow, hit subscribe. Remember, you don't have to choose between high standards and emotional health. When you lead with connection, values, and encouragement, your child will rise, not because they're afraid to fail, but because they feel safe to grow. Keep showing up. You're doing better than you think.